Good evening there, Super Robot fans. My name is Austin, and welcome back to this entry into the archives. We're going to be playing some more Super Robot Wars Alpha today. We are hopping back in immediately after our route split just commenced. We are playing, we've taken the Goraun route because there are the most of the characters that I want to be using on that route. The majority of the characters that I want to be using are on that route. That's a more English way of saying that sentence, gracious. Last time I was worried it was going to be too long, so we didn't do preps. We're going to finish up preps, or we're going to do preps now during this menu. I had a couple of revelations. I think number one, well, this wasn't a revelation so much as it was just like looking at numbers. We're gonna upgrade the Super Inazuma kick. This also puts us like as close to Exacxies on money as I can get it. Noriko has the best scaling of the rest of the team that we have left. I think some money can go probably into Dankugar's Dankukanken, is that what's called? The Dankuken upgrade. But we may as well have another character that has some like really just super powered damage, and the Gunbuster seems like a good choice to me. Like I wanted to use it, so this is the time. But speaking of super powered damage, we've got some parts to change around, and I apologize if we checked this before and I don't remember, or B, I apologize if everyone's been like shouting this at me at the screen because I was not realizing. But I think I may have missed some free tech with these separates. Let's put these on here first. It's not this. We just have defense parts left. I was debating putting accuracy onto these two. You know what? In the heat of it, I've changed my mind. I want to switch these to accuracy. So we can actually use... Hold on. Kazumi should get accuracy because she can actually use it. We can't use Noriko's. So let's not... We should put on... Actually, we can put on a consumable. This is different than how I had originally drawn it up in my mind. I guess let's give her SP. Okay. Then what were we doing next? We have a couple of things left. We're going to give the Texas Mac mobility because I think that is perhaps our just best use of dodging. Like none of these units are particularly nimble. Maybe like the Sizzler Black. Oh, actually, speaking of range, I do want to take this. I want to switch this here so that the Gunbuster has the Mega Booster. I don't think the Bluger is going to need it. It already has 9 movement. And we're going to give them some of the mobility parts also. But actually, the Texas Mac, hold on, I was wrong. The Texas Mac has some of the lowest mobility out of any of our units. I guess, but it does have 4 part slots. So let's just decide that it's now a dodge tank. We've got no one better to use it. It's fine. What else? Then the Blugers are going to take some of the lesser options. Here's an Apogee motor for you. Great. I don't think we're going to get to deploy all of them. What else? Here. Let's give you a booster back. I do like them having 9 movement. Then the Diana can have 1 point of booster. And I guess dodging seems so bad on her also. I wanted to give the Raideen some of our defensive parts, whatever we had left. We've got 2 Chopcam armors left. Then what? I think that is largely it. Okay, so here's the hot tech. We are going to give the Combattler and Voltace pilots in their separated forms extra starting morale, and I'm curious to see what that's going to do. We should at least test it. Like, do we need to separate into the ships for them to get this like starting morale bonus, or are they just actually going to start with are they going to start with extra morale? Like, how does that work, or like how do consumables work? I'm curious. I just sort of wrote it off as like, oh, we can't really use this, but maybe there are a couple of ways that we could like dip into some extra bonus pockets that we didn't realize that we had. I guess we have, like... I guess let's put these on the Great Mazinger. The Mazinger Z is part of the story today, and it is not immediate... It does not sound like we're immediately going to get to keep it. we'll probably get to keep it, but it sounds like part of the story is that we are substituting it. So we probably don't need to worry about putting things on it. We have so many good parts that are left, but there's just so little worth putting on anybody. Maybe we switch we're gonna switch the Godon to extra accuracy. It already takes hits really well, but these battleships can't land an attack for anything. I guess we put the rest of these on like the getter machines. They are the most like possible for us to perform separates, and then the tanks can take the Chobham armor, I guess. And a beam coating is like kind of defensive, sure. You can see some of these were planned out and some of these were improvised. I think that's probably our, like, at least it's probably going to be a livable setup, as if we need to worry about that, though. Ooh, interesting. We are not starting with the usual Japanese map. Okay, the map of Japan. Okay, so we have Gorgon and the Great General of Darkness talking. They are recounting the events of the other two route splits. It looks like we've chosen the one that is the latest in time. The most important of which at this point is that Char has his Dakar speech, which has been modified a little bit to be about the like impending threat of the like large alien menace, and how like everyone on Earth should unify and like not be fighting between each other. But the two Mazinger enemies mention a couple of groups that they're like ready to launch to attack, which I presume we're gonna be fighting on this route split. We have the Dragon Source. I remember that one. That one's the like weird like sort of UFO shaped underwater Hydra looking deal with like a really bulbous body. Then we have the Gilgogon. I fought that in the complete box. It is the like, isn't it the movie villain from the original like Getter movie? I guess it was Getter versus Master or something like that. But I do recognize, I know what it looks like. But then I don't know if I know this and it's just spelled weird or not. But we have the Pikudron, Pikudron, Pikudron. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to look it up because if it's new, I want to be surprised. So that will be exciting. I just figured I would point out because I usually am familiar with a lot of these because they get like Mazinger and Getter get used to death. But what's happening there was largely speaking, Dr. Hell is recognizing that his faction is on the back foot. So is Baron Ashura. Baron Ashura is his job is on the line. I think it's like roughly the plot that we covered in W, but the W one was done with Majin Kaiser instead. And maybe, actually, we're probably going to get a Majin Kaiser here. We've seen it in one of the backgrounds, so I would not be surprised if it was the same. But it looks like Baron Ashura is about to, like, this is his, like, one last chance before Dr. Hell silences him forever. So he runs off with a couple of the mechs to try and thwart their enemies ahead of time to like prove that he is worth his while. Brocken says like, should we go after him then? And Hell's like, no, if Gorgon sees this, then like I am going to be the laughingstock of all of these villains right now, because like how am I so incompetent as to have like one of my subordinates like betray me like this? So we are seeing the fraction in the enemy sides in a way that is akin to the politicking of the Gundam side of things, but in the way that Mazinger is not going to be politicking. I know he's skipped over a lot of scenes there, but there's just a lot of this is sort of like this feels a very filler episode. Most of the cast is filling themselves in on what the other parts of the cast are doing. Like the Dakar speech. Oh, no, sorry, never mind. Just the Dakar speech. Then we have the Ava pilots returning. So I think, based on the fact that Toji was here, I guess we are going to get Toji now. We sort of got him for a little bit. But everyone's like worried about Shinji and what's happening with him. But Koji kind of makes it about him and like points, like sort of verbally pins Asuka for her failures as he's like groaning about the fact that the Mazinger is also not, cut, like able to cut it anymore. And the two of them sort of go back and forth about their like both of their feelings of inadequacy. And like pairing Koji with Asuka was never a guess I was going to make, but I do kind of love it, and I really wish we explored that more. Like those two do not feel like the usual like character archetype that go together. So I'm really happy to see that. I wish we would have explored it more, like I said. But that, like we've implied that we're going for the Mahjong Kaiser soon, I would assume. Sorry, I like to keep the title cards in, but there was a lot of static on that one. So this message is called, this is chapter 70, sorry, not 70, 51, The Fall of Baron Ashura. Ashura challenges Koji and basically everybody to a, like, fight to the death. And everyone takes, rightly so, a great deal of suspicion in what is happening here. Oh, we do have the Ava units, okay. Sad we couldn't have equipped them, but that's fine. Okay, then we're gonna definitely have a very different deploy. Let's not take the getter. Sorry, we're gonna pause what I was talking about. Definitely don't need the Great Mazinger. We definitely want to bring these four. We probably don't even need to bring the Raideen. I want to bring Toji because we just got him. I want to bring Asuka because of a story event. Let's bring Jun. And I guess Sayaka, and then one of the Blugers. I guess this is fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Ashura is like, has also told us that he is backed into a corner and that he has like nowhere to return to now. And everyone's like, that's a really weird, this is, for saying you're like basically coming here to die. You brought a really, really small faction, a really small group of enemies with you. So, like, let's everyone be careful, shall we? There's three connections. Yeah. They're just connected to the battleship. But let's see. Does it show us here? Yes. Okay. Excellent. So here's one of the other story parts that I skipped, and I wanted to like show this off because it's like a unique gameplay interaction. Asuka is undergoing a like desynchro rate that she's having trouble synchronizing with her Ava, and a lot of it is because she's feeling like levels of inadequacy. Young from Gunbuster comes and talks to her to be like, hi, you know, if you're like such this like ace that you say that you are, like put your money where your mouth is, like prove it to me. Which feels very in keeping with Young's character. I mean, definitely like very we don't need to encourage the Ava kids to be like that more, but Young sure does want to try. But I also like, I feel like Young and Asuka work really well. They fill similar roles, that they are sort of sidelined by the main character kind of being the special kid of the show. So I wish we got to explore that connection a little bit more too. I would love if these games had cross-story support attacks, or not support attacks, like combination attacks. Like, could you imagine the Sizzler Black and the Ava Unit 2? Wait, is it the Ava Unit 2? Yes, right? I don't remember my Ava units now. Asuka's Ava unit, gracious. If the two of them had like a combination attack together. Holy cow, it is late for me. So the reason why I was tempted to bring the Raideen is we also talked about Akira was talking about having the Raideen be like assessed. Not dissimilar to the way that not dissimilar to the way that we just did with the Valsione in OGs, that they're gonna like scan the computers to see if there's any data in there, in particular about the invading aliens. Oh, she can't even move. Yeah, fascinating. Okay, cool. That's fun. I like that. I'm trying to embrace the way that this game is like more story, you know. But yeah, so Akira wants to potentially like T-Link with it, maybe, if that's the option we have available to us. Which like good that not only good are we using the crossover, we're also using the original content to say something about the shows that we've picked. Because right, like Akira is psychic, like there is a psychic connection going on, so that makes sense to me. But it's not really followed up much. I'm assuming we're going to do that a little bit later in these, in this round split. Okay, and that is our story for now. Okay, so let's look at these two. It looks like the Minmay doll did in fact give them their morale now. That's so good. Okay, Yeah, because it's being applied to the pilot, and the pilot is the same across both units, that it does work in our favor. That's excellent, and I'm really sad we've been wasting that before. But now we know. We have okay. We've got like there's got to be an Excel somewhere in this spirit pool. Sorry, it's gonna take me 15 minutes to page through all of it. I need to read a light novel first. Oh, right. We did not look at objectives. So our mission objectives are: we need to destroy all enemies, and sorry, the first one is defend the base. The second one is destroy all enemies. Which just means that the first one is let no enemy, we lose if an enemy lands on the base, which in this case is, oh, I guess we can't see it now because they can't move, but it's this space. I didn't actually look to see if these two counted, but they're not going to get anywhere near that, I doubt. But the Godaon is also staying back to protect the, I should put this back on. The Godaon is staying back to protect the base. So if we also lose the mothership, it's game over, and our usual if we lose everything. If all the allies die. We also do have an expert point this mission, and if we shoot down Ashura in 4 turns. So we do need to hustle if we're going to get this done. But I am also tempted to just send over a couple of units just in case our... Just in case an ambush surprises us back here at the base and we don't have anybody over here. A shame that that Noriko doesn't have an Excel somewhere. I swore that she did, but maybe it was Young that had it. No? Maybe they get it later. Gain, Bullseye, Valor, Will, Guts, Mercy, Focus, Valor, Will. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I started calling it Will at one point, and now it has just ruined me eternally, and I've gotten it stuck in my head as that. Are we gonna make it there in 4 turns? I don't think we're gonna make it there in 4 turns. That's interesting. Huh. I mean, there's got to be a way to do it. But I wonder what we needed to do. We gave them the Mega Booster. Yeah, we gave them extra movement. I mean, maybe it's, just not them. Maybe if we had the Combatalor or the Voltes a little bit more forward and we gave them the movement boosters. I'm down with this. That feels good. It feels like it's an actual puzzle. And we're going to leave everyone else roughly here just for, defensive reasons. Or maybe Asa will start moving now, but I did not look at it too deeply. There we go. I was gonna say I know we're getting enemy reinforcements at some point. I wonder if we're gonna start checking after something like that. No, surely not though, because it just says shoot down Baron Asa within 4 turns. Yeah, he's going nowhere. Interesting. You're attacking the Voltes. Stop. Yeah, we just have this attack. They've got 2 pages of attacks. I think that's neat. I suspect many times they're not going to be worth it, but I think it's still neat. Okay, let's take a look at what the Dragon Source looks like. I feel like we've used a good majority of their attacks. They're very situational, but I think a couple of them I think they've all been relevant a couple of times. We'll examine the... Oh, actually, no, we already fought the Dragon Source. I forgot the Dragon Source was the, first one that we got so walled on for so long. Oh, gracious. Hold on a second. Golly, that was so loud. At least it was loud in here. That's not surprising. That's kind of what I expected. Yeah, we got walled on before because we just had no energy and had no morale to... We had no energy on the characters that had morale. We had no morale on the characters that had energy. Okay, let's see if we can scan you. Maybe our secret is that you have just... I don't remember if the Boudou has long range. No, not even that. Okay, I was maybe we could sneak somebody in for some extra early counters. But we're on turn 3. I also miss the quality of life of having just like a pop-up that says you got the battle mastery like it does in OG. So that's fun. I'm pretty sure we're still at 42. So I mean we'll be able to, I guess it doesn't actually, I don't have to know. If we just go to the save menu, if we just have a higher number than the previous save, then we know that we did get it. I was really confident that we were going to get all of that. Like, I think I said we were definitely going to get more, and since that point, we have not moved. It's really funny. Yeah, we're only going to make it to these things this turn. Gracious. And it's not like I could choose my units, right? Like, these are the units that got assigned here. 7 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know why I just counted that, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's nowhere close. So I think actually we're just going to leave the Sizzler Black back. Yeah, and have it help defend here. Don't you have some range? That 11 range map attack is not necessarily relevant right now. Oh, that does not work in the water. Yeah, I guess that's to be expected. Okay. You do nothing in the water either. Asuka, you surely do something in the water because you show up for the water fight, right? No? Okay. Most of the stuff's just off of the water. We're gonna have to get into melee if we want to do that. This thing is the Mazinger is looking so poor now by comparison. It is true. That's a C in the water. That's awful. Do you have an Excel? Oh, you do. Okay. Okay, let's start wailing on these X2s to get our morale up. Yeah, we can take a look at this. And we'll send Toji in also. I am really familiar with these things because they're such a menace in complete box. That's not bad damage. That's fine. Oh, dinger. I forgot to check when our barrier turns on. I don't remember if it's 100 or 110. Are we gonna get got? No, okay. The barrier's on. I know we usually try to turn it off. Or turn the enemy one off with Ray, but I just don't remember where it was like what the threshold was taking them down to. Okay. I don't also know, Toji, what your spirits are off the top of my head. Okay. That doesn't do anything. Well, I guess let's just send you into the drink, and you can start worrying about that next turn. Is this your map attack? Yeah. Okay, we've got bees. We've got bees in the water with the Godaon. They also might be a candidate for the A adapter if we keep seeing water maps. All right, this is the moment of truth, I guess, for this objective, unless Akarasu is wrong. Okay, there's the usual fare of Mazinger enemies. That's fine. Yeah, no, he did not move. Maybe if we had the step system of oh my word. G generations. I've like stopped playing it and already it's out of my mind. I also forgot how far away their range is. That's awful, so we just block. Alright, that's only going to do 10. That's also only going to do 10 because it doesn't have any parameters in the water. Right, this is fine and to be expected. They're like not moving, like there's no rush to kill them. And then Shinji can eat this one. Great. And he gets basically a level. Cool. These are C, but this still gives us morale, so we may as well. Oh, right, this thing also has HP regen. I guess that was also why it was really obnoxious. But now we've got more fodder now to like morale boost. Well, I guess sending our entire squad of like actual robots over to where Ashura is kind of meaningless now. We're still gonna try and kill him as fast as we can. to see if we can get a point off of it somehow. I do see why it's worth 2 if it is worth 2. It definitely, we like need to work for it. Okay, you get up close so we can... Yo, 3,200? What is Shinji's doing? Is this 2,600? Is this, that's... Hold on. Is it also... Yeah, it is the... Is that the progressive knife? I don't remember it being called that. But anyway, Toji starts with more damage than Shinji does by, what, was that 600? Also at 168 melee. 173. Yeah, so they are comparable. They are 5 points difference. Cool. And it shows. Golly. Okay. Let's look at the Sizzler first, I guess. Like, what... Oh, its combat is awful in the water. Okay, so what if... I think we're just going to have Young come over here. Just... Oh, that's fine. Yeah. We're just going to have Young deal with one of these. I was going to say, we can tag somebody in the meantime, but I forgot that most of the Gunbuster and the Gunbuster units just do not have more than a 1 range post movement tag. I guess we could have Koji come in here and, like, try to rocket punch. Like, that's not nothing. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Funny. Sure, we can have... I don't remember what this woman's name is from Raideen. But we can have the Bluger do some work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does this not have a 5 range post movement? Oh, it has a 6 range regular attack, but it has a 1 range post movement. Awful. Tell me this thing is not supposed to go to combat. Good golly. Let's see how it fares against the Dragonsaurus, accuracy-wise. 20%. Okay. Here, let's put a focus on. And then we, like, right properly have a good amount of protection here. We still can't do damage. That's fine. You also have 1 range post movement. Okay. I think we're just sort of throwing things sloppily then. I guess we can have this, we can have the Venus rocket. Rocket this thing to death. No, because they're definitely going to keep attacking her. I think this is fine how it is. And if they attack the Bluger, they attack the Bluger. Okay. This is the turn if we're going to kill. I don't think there's any way we're getting that, unfortunately. Here's some movement. Okay, so we could be in any of these spaces, too. You know what? That's not wholly true. If we are here, we can go 1, 2, 3. So no, okay. This can make its attack. Right? This is 3 range. You know what? We may as well try, right? We're here. You unfortunately are not going to make it though. So I guess we just try to like punch one of these, like just try to kick one of these things out. Yeah, that's fine. We can let it build up some morale. Okay. Let's have the Voltace go first. No, the Voltace... Hold on, we can just check the stats. 196 to 199. And this is 4,000 damage. This is 4,400. 4,100 damage. Okay. So... the Combattler, I think, should go second, because it's going to... I think the Combattler is going to do a little bit more. But we just... I guess I'm also taking for granted that we have a charge. Like, I don't remember if charge exists in this game or not. Such is still the plight of playing so many of these games at the same time. Ooh, that is actually a problem. We have snipe, but that means we are sniping with an attack that is kind of inadequate. Like, we can't get hit that because that's not post movement. Okay, well, never mind then. This is gonna have to be a one-shot, which, given the way this game is possible. So let's figure out where our spirit is. I wonder if there's also relationships. I never thought to like ask about relationship bonuses in this. Looking at any of the damage calcs that I've seen does not seem to be the case. But I guess now's a good time to know if we have a Daunt also. I don't think we have any Daunters, and I don't think... Yeah, I think Daunt's usually down here in this game, right? Or make a fool of myself when it's on screen. No, we're good. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think Noriko has awakened, so I think we could take an extra turn with her. That's a shame. I was not thinking about that. That is also how we get over there, right? Oh, no, okay, no, she does not. She does not. Thank goodness. But someone definitely had it here. I guess Shinji did. But that probably is also our answer to, like, getting this completed. And we just, like, don't have these two leveled up enough to have those, maybe. I guess, what is everyone else's level when they were getting here? Because that probably is very telling. Like, we probably would have a Daunt, and we would probably have at least one extra, like, move again spirit if we were, you know, pushing damage more. Or pushing levels more, sorry, not damage. We need to push damage right now. Are they at 150? They are at 150. Okay. Then, like, theoretically, the plan for this is to kill, so we may as well put our resources on. I wish we had to do this in, like, literally any way other than a one-shot. Okay, hold on. Let's review all of our spirits. I'm gonna do each individually. We have 2 extra range, a 100% hit. Valor, we already turned that on. Morale, I don't want to tap this accidentally and then waste it. I don't know if it'll consume it even if we have one, or if we have max. Focus doesn't matter. Bullseye doesn't matter. Mercy, definitely not. 30% healing. Full healing, extra will. A wall so we don't die. Valor, extra XP. Extra XP, 30% healing. Extra cash. Heal somebody else. Flash. Mercy. What is this one? This is the... I'm pretty sure this is the one that makes people not target you, but let me go check to make sure. Yes, that is in fact Cloak. Okay. Mercy, extra movement. We already have that on. And Flash. Okay. We are actually really close in movement. So what, this was 4 turns to get over here. So a booster on here would have also made the difference. In terms of being like right up next to, which would have given us an extra 10% damage. Is it 10 or 6? I don't remember if it's 5 per every tile or 3 per every tile now. It's 3 in Fantasy Maiden Wars, but I kind of remember 5 in my head. But I don't remember if that's just because the equation uses 5 as the default. But who knows? Maybe we're worried. Maybe we're worried for nothing. Yeah, no, it definitely feels more doable now, which I'm glad. Like, these are the kind of expert points I was sort of hoping to see much earlier. Oh, it's only got 10,000. I think we're gonna be fine. Never mind. I was worried for nothing. How much damage did we do? Like 20k? Almost 20k. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I was expecting the Budo to be way more upgraded from when we fought it on like stage 4 or something. Maybe Ashura's gonna have something that pops out of it, maybe? I also hope that's not the end of this stage. That'd be really disappointing that we fought, like, literally one thing. Right, because so I was wondering about this. This is perfect. The scenario says that Gorgon is gonna like deploy some reinforcements on a couple of later turns that he's impressed by Ashura and like their bravery to keep fighting. But if we kill them, what happens? Because like yeah, especially in earlier games, and this is still part of the classic era, that sometimes you could just like skip stuff. Okay, no, he still deployed things. So yeah, no, Asura's like so Gorgon is celebrating Asura's bravery through dying, and Asura's like, tell Dr. Hell I give it my best. It feels just like very war bro-y kind of story, which is very funny for this. I think these two probably have are these the genociders? Yeah, the F9s handled. So let's send the Combattler back over to help deal with the new reinforcements. Yeah, this should be fine. I want it to be like roughly middle position so we can try and like eat some of these the grunts, and then it can like pop down from there really easily to go fight the Dragonsaurus, which is our next threat. These are like descriptively mid bosses. The Zugaru, the Obedios, and the Arunsu. I don't remember. This font makes it so flippin' hard to read the SON particles, or not particles, katakana. They do not do a good job of distinguishing them, I don't think. Or maybe I just have a hard time of like seeing them. Right? Because the SO should be like looking more vertical, where at the end, where N should be looking more horizontal, is like usually how I have just usually how I would describe it. And like some fonts do a way better job of showing that off than others. Yeah, this is definitely one of its better moves. Yeah, I figured the Genociders were gonna have less. I didn't think the Genociders were gonna have more health than their boss. Though I suppose I will concede that a good deal of the Budo's theoretical defense is coming from it being in water. It's just that the finishing moves have A's in water. This is fine. Could you attack the combatant or the gunbuster, please? Thank you. Here we'll go for accuracy. Yeah. That's fine. I was gonna put some more points into the gunbuster's bulk, but I don't think we really need to. I think that is just reactionary to how badly it fared against the Will Whips last time. But the Will Whips is just a menace in terms of damage. It is in fact the glass cannon. Why did they just pass? Interesting. Sure. I don't think I've actually seen this. Let's see if we've seen this. Yeah, having the two Ava units just surround this thing and just continue to bully it is probably going to be a really easy solve for it. Yeah, because like the damage just like will never matter, and they are really good in melee. So like them being in the water is not much of a downside for them now. If I wanted to like keep them on the shore, yeah, but yeah, right. Like this is so silly. The Ava units are such a like an easy win button. I get why they've not been just like handing them out to us so readily. That's fine. I would like to see if we can get the Blue Grid to clean a couple of things up to sort of jump us in levels. It seems like it has a real like, and any resupplier has. I would say the resuppliers have perhaps some of the highest upside in getting their double move with having a whatever the threshold number of reaction is. Because like you can move to, you basically have resupply on post movement, right? You can move somewhere, end your turn, and then resupply them. In games where like you don't have the option to buy things like the post movement resupply, like how the original generations do. Okay, so we got... Oh! Oh! We got... we were going to get reinforcements on turn... enemy reinforcements on turn 4.5. I was wondering how those going to go. Are those this... Like, does Gorgon just send all of them when we destroy Ashura? And I was expecting reinforcements, but I wasn't expecting ours. I'm so happy they're finally back. Please don't take them away from me again. I just want to play with the cool originals. I'm in such an OG mode I'm such an OG mood right now. Like, give me my boy back. I'm so happy. I can't wait to see how this gets incorporated into OGs. Everyone's giving me such sass about putting Brooklyn and Kusuha, like that they're in my head the canon for the Grungusts. But like I can't help it. This is my first time I know them. And I'm so curious how this gets worked out. Oh boy, I did not realize how morale driven they were because they just had all the free morale to start. Okay. Yeah, we definitely want to. I wouldn't have spent all that money if I known these two were showing up. We definitely want to get our money set for these two. Okay, let's see how much money. Let's see how much morale we can feed them just by killing everything else first. Okay, how hurt are these? Let's full heal you first, and yeah, that's fine. And you know what? We never use this. Here, have some bad accuracy, team. Okay, how good are we doing here? That ain't the worst. I have definitely seen worse in this game. Yeah, like that's even that's still like kind of risky though, right? None of these are free. Okay, so maybe we can't separate with them. That may have been like an early mid-game plan. But let's see how this does. Yeah, like that's not nothing. See, look, a free 2,000 damage. What did I tell you? Oh, okay. We don't have the part right now from Nariko. Okay. So how do we do this? I guess. Oh, but the parts don't come back though. The parts don't come back though, so we can't just like freewheel an extra spirit. We like punch one of. Oh man, I forgot. The supers of old really are so slow to get started. Wild that this costs more energy. This is so oddly balanced. I mean, I love it. It's not a bad thing. Okay. I guess we're gonna need to tag team this. Maybe I should not have sent the combattler away. It's fine. But we should have the Voltace finish it for the extra cash. We need as much money as we can possibly get now. What are your damage stats like? That is a difference of 12, so what, 6% damage? This is still, that's 600 damage is more than 6% for sure. So I guess we go there, yeah. Have a bullseye. Is that really it? Because we could just go here. Let's just do that. Let's do what they're meant to do, which is punch the bejesus out of something. Let's hit one of these higher level ones, these higher HP ones then. Oh, okay, it's just lethal. Okay, that's fine. Then how about you do the same? Let's give you a bullseye also. Is that only on our... No, it's not only on our guest. Okay. I believe that's Ippei, right? This is the most efficient in terms of damage. Okay, my bad. I did not expect that to... I still underestimating what morale does. That's fine. Okay. You can attack here with the missile. This is also rather good because we're getting an extra, what, like 5 squares of damage off of this. But do we want to give them... No, I guess we could put the combattler. Nah, I was gonna say we could give extra people extra morale, but I don't think we're gonna need to. Nice. Look at all them free levels. You did not learn anything that, or no, you no, you didn't learn anything. Okay, that's fine. So that's pretty close already. But I want to hit. Oh no, we can have the combattler come in, or I guess not come in. We can just have it do this, right? Like we can spirit it up and take out the Dragonsaurus. Like, yeah, let's do this. We do want to cash out on it, right? It's 50,000. Or it's approximately 50. It is a theoretic 50,000. Valor and you might as well gain. Oh, actually, hold on. No, this is fine because we're not actually going to use the main pilot, but we can try and get some free cheeky hits in. Yeah, like this is what I wanted to see. This is working well. Incredible. Never mind. I was too quick to dismiss my boys. You have to be adjacent. You, on the other hand, do not. Easy. Oh, I guess we can still form from... Yes, we can still form from this position. I say that's too risky. That's fine. We got a lot of value out of that. Now, where were we? Oh, interesting that the game got spent. That's so weird how that worked. That seems like that is asking for some... That seems like that's asking for some questions. Or did I just not cast the game? No, I must have, because we're down 40. That's so weird how that got spent. Okay. Oh wait, no. That is a known quantity. It's that the spirits go on the people who are the co-pilots, technically. And if they were to separate, they would then have them, but because we can't basically double dip and then give them to the main character a couple times. Never mind. I'm being a doofus. Toji, you do have a bullseye. Wonderful. Then, oh yeah, what are you? You're 1 point better at ranged. Why can you not do this? Oh, because that's right. We already established that it's not for the water. You go here. Let's see if we can kill the combattler up to its morale. Then we can just give the bullseye to Koji. I miss having cheer and blessing so badly. Like, they would be so good right here. Nice. Oh, you can do something. Incredible. Have a Valor, have a Spirit. And a Soul. That might be overkill. I am still worried about the Torres D7s. Okay, no, they're nothing in this. I'm so used to them being this, like, hulking monstrosity of a defense. I've probably done that a couple of times in this game. Do you have a gain? Are you the person that has... Yes, you are the person that has both Genius and Gain. That's why I wanted to use her. Not knowing that we were going to get the Sizzler Black. Not quite a one-shot. That's a shame. Okay, that's fine. Well, all of our support bots seem a little superfluous now, don't they? You have an Excel, don't you? You do have an Excel. Incredible. Okay, I believe we scrubbed out pretty hard on the give the combattler the morale plant. Yeah, it's fine. We can just use another will on them. Oh no, we were literally one away. Never mind. Hold on. Hold the phone. This is Kusuha. Okay. Drat. That's fine. It's so amazing to me that we get to separate with them too. Okay, what is their morale looking at? 106. What is a morale that we need? What morale does something for them? We've not gotten to use them, so I just don't know. That seems pretty bad. We have a map attack at... Okay, that's not worth it. That's at 130. Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so unless they have a snipe, and I don't believe I saw that they did. Nope. Oh, right, actually, I did not check to see what these attacks are. We have a 3-range post movement. Oh, okay. I guess we are supposed to start at the Koryu-O instead of the Ryoko-O. I'm sorry, how much move does it? It has 11 move. Do we have parts on it? That's no parts. It just natively has 11 move. That's so silly. Okay, sure. Yeah, you do that. Great, then that's some free morale for them too. Okay, now you are set for this. We have what do we have in place? Great, we are all set up for that already. Perfect. Though I suppose we could have gone just one spirit deeper for the guarantee, but I think we're gonna be fine. What that they did about 8,000, maybe like 8 to 10,000 to get them a little over halfway. There's no shot this is not going to do over 10,000. We have an A in the water, and we just saw approximately this do 18,000. So yeah. And a lot of the Dragonsaurus' tankiness comes from an HP tank, not like that's really a defense tank. How much do we get? This is the real golden question. Oh, 50,000 down to 8,000. You would think by this point I would still be used to it, but that is maybe the biggest hit in money we've seen. Yes. Okay. I would say this is largely sorted here. Oh, right, no, we want to not kill, because we want to try and get fortunes in. Yeah, we can fortune... Okay. I think our answer is to just move the Gunbuster out next turn, and we can leave the Voltates there to finish those. Good, they're getting stuck moving to the water, even better. Yeah, so I could see where the base could get swarmed here. This, I think if it was anything other than this group of units, this would have been a pretty obnoxious objective to try and face off against. Like, I could see maybe the Bilbine and the Dunbine wrecking house here too, because they could get to whatever the next problem target was. But there's also so many of them that they're not attacking post movement that maybe they would in fact be a problem. Let's show off both of these. We don't get to see either of these enough. I probably should just put the Ryoko on screen whenever I can. I just like saying its name. I like getting to see it. I was like trying to like forestall myself a little bit so I could enjoy it in OG, but I did not realize how close we were to finishing OG1 already. There's 12 chapters. What, 12 chapters left? If we do 2 chapters a stream, barring the fact that we're about to, like, I know we're about to break this on Sunday or on Thursday because we're going to be finishing chapter 30 and then doing only one more. But like, I think we're going to be finished at like around the middle of July. But I can't imagine, like, this feels like a late game unit, you know? Okay, now that we are here, though, is this better? Kind of. Okay, Bullet, you have 195 melee. Kusuha, you have, oh, you just have worse damage, that's all around, okay. So, we want to split off, have Kusuha just maul something to death. This seems fine. Recombine, and then we can punch the Grecian soldier. This song's also pretty good. I can't wait to hear it in like full PS2 era music. I wonder, is this Kusuha's tune? I'll see if I can remember it for when we go to OG now. We could also just use the mountain Budasha. Oh, pressure. Mountain pressure, sure. Yeah, we're only a little off in terms of range damage. And just like that, yeah. You're barely worth money, but we should just be caching as many things as we can. But I think let's save that for the very end, just so we have more morale on them. Right, so how many fortunes actually do we have left here? We've got 2 left, that's not bad. No reason to not start moving a little bit to where the enemies are, or like where the rest of our allies are too. Who's got a focus here that we can spend? Not here. That's wrong. You know, we may as well turn the gain on too. It's never going to be different than what we have here. I can't imagine they're going to get to contribute, but maybe with a Excel we'll get to see. Okay. And we have a gain. We don't have a fortune, though. That's unfortunate. That gain is not really worth it. So actually, no, hold on. We can just kill one of these. Because we know that we only have one. We know we only have 1 fortune left. So then we should punch this one. We know we should punch this one because the other will be way easier to hit post-movement from the Voltes. Okay. Oh, this boy is actually a lot closer than I realized he was. You, please heck off. Thank you. You do not have the range yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 1 away. Do you have snipe? You do not. Oh, you do have a fortune too. It's a shame we kind of are wasting those. This is probably nothing, but we may as well try. Oh, okay. That wasn't nothing. It was almost nothing. Diana does not do anything. How about is this the Venus? Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? We may as well game. These girls are not doing anything else, so let's have them contribute somehow. You know. Sure. I was gonna say, if this misses anyway, Genray can come and do something about it. You have fortunes. The Genova, surely those are not. Yeah, how much are you worth? 8k? Okay. We need to get something out of the way, but the Scissor Black can for sure handle that. Like, there. Yeah, that'll work. Here is a gain, and we're close enough to the end that I think a Valor is even not out of the realm of possibility, though that might be turbo overkill. Based on how fast that moved, I would say yes. Okay, do you have a... No. She has, like, such combat-based spirits. I just, like, don't know. Maybe we'll just have her hit the M9 instead. Oh, you are better. Oh, right, because it's the Gamma Robo. Sorry, I was thinking about the Venus. Obviously, this has combat-based stats because this is actually a real combat unit. Okay, we can just missile this Genova then. And then I suppose we can have the Mazinger soften it up. Yeah, and then he gets so much off of just Chub. Here. I'm like worried that's also not going to be enough. Okay, let's tag it. Let's tag it with the giant robo also. I care more about getting the money. Okay. All right, how much money did we just fight for? Oh, 2,500. That's not. That's. I can't say I'm disappointed. This does practically nothing underwater. Let's see how bad this hurts anyway, because of just the ludicrous scaling of these things. This is silly. Okay. Oh wait, we still have Tunji left too. Maybe we should get out of the water. Oh, we can't move any farther because of where we're stuck with the tether. I know we could decouple, but that seems worse to me. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see where the Combattler can do a thing. Oh, because we never confused this turn. Let's do that. I know confusion is good. I just like so seldom think about actually like using it. If this lands, this is great. Yeah, sweet. Only 1,500, not a waste then. Yeah, let's hit one of the not bosses just in case it counters and hits us. Great. That maybe was risky, but I don't mind. Because if we lose the Combattler, it's not the end of the world. Wild how that happened. Oh, you are 2 off. How much XP do you have? You're 2 SP off. You need 356 XP. I don't think that's happening from there. Because what we could do is we could fortune kill this one combined together and then cast a second fortune if we had the SP left for it. But we do not. So better we save it for the boss. Oh, not that you can attack anyway, right? Because you have to be in one range. Okay, can someone scan these 2 idiots for me? And let's see which one is more fragile. Who showed up? Oh, they're both practically nothing. Okay. Who showed up tonight already dead. The Valor might be overkill, but overkill is underrated. That's 76 and 78. Okay, so no matter what, we need to use a bullseye. We have a bullseye here. Perfect. Okay. Now, which of you is scarier? This is, I guess, describing these were like mini bosses. These were mini bosses for a bit. This is 9,000, 8,000. So I guess let's take the Obiros just in case for some reason we can't cash out the other one. I suppose we could have showed the animation for that one. Sorry. Okay, just you three. Oh, we did cross this threshold now, so we can, the magma wasaru vasaru sure. I guess let's try and attack with it and see if it will help us interpret what the thing is. Yeah, okay. Oh, we have so many. We've got so much money left on these between Brooklyn and oh, Kusuwa does not have money. That's fine. Show me the magma. Oh, could you stop whispering? that felt so like so quietly. I thought we could hear him say it. Great. I'm so sad how little we've gotten to use it. There's not that much of this game left. I hope they don't take it away from us again. I would be disappointed. Okay, cool. Right, we have the two that we know. We were almost back to 100,000 again. That did happen. We did catch back up real quick. Okay, wait, we're intentionally skipping that one so we can get the fortune on it. So what we might do, we're gonna intentionally dodge this one because we're gonna need to be here another turn anyway. So let's see how many of these we can fortune. We can also separate out and use Brooklyn in the dragon by himself, and then combine and then use the Kusuha side of things for the full mech. Thus giving us 2 fortunes off of Brooklyn this turn. So you need some accuracy. You don't need to be. No, we don't need to valor that. Certainly not. Here's a fortune. Like I said, they are probably not going to get to do anything else at this point. I think we're probably ending this turn. Actually, no. We're definitely going to end this turn. I could try and make it last a little bit longer if we wanted to try and like squeeze some more money out of it, but that seems unnecessary. Wow, look at that 8x. Oh, no, we didn't fortune. Or we didn't gain, we only fortuned. Okay. Let's check here. So yeah, Bullet's gonna take care of 2 of them. Ginrei has 1. Can L hit anything from here? No, she cannot. That's a real shame. Okay. That's fine. So we can cash out 3 of these. So it's going to be this one, obviously. Probably the beta 3. Who has scans? Oh, you also have scans. Great. Let's just scan everybody just to make sure. That's only 5,000. I suspect we're going to leave the beta 3 to Ginrei because it is so nearly dead. Because she can actually, like, that feels safer for her, you know? Yeah, that is what I had figured. But, like, that's good. And seeing as we're not going to get another card with her, we can just use the focus. Okay. Then these 2 are the same, right? At 5,000 each? Yeah, okay. So then let's switch. You separate out Bullet, you take this fortune and punch like, yeah, let's tag the Genova first with like the Mazinger, just to make sure that we, like, I don't want to miss this kill, but like no shot the Mazinger kills this. That is the whole point of this plot. You kill here for the fortune, then recombine here as the Koryu, and then come and mess this head thing up. Oh, but these don't attack in the air well. That's a shame. Okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna try, right? We're gonna try. So it's just a matter of who we're giving kills to now. Is anyone hurt? Did anyone take any damage? We can heal the giant robo, I suppose, for practically nothing. I don't know how much this matters, but we're gonna give it to Sayaka, seeing as she is such a low level, because the Venus is over leveled it. It's not gonna get anything out of it. That's like almost level. Okay, that's not the worst. We can have the Combattler. We can have the Combattler spend a Excel. Does it have? Yeah, it has Excel left to get next to the Beluga for resupply. This is very funny. It's so unnecessary. Get your resources. 2 levels out of it too. Okay, then Asuka's at 81. You already accounted for. Young, you are not doing anything. Oh, Toji definitely should get one of these. We'll give it to Toji and Shinji if we can. They are the lowest. And Toji can't even shoot out of the water here. Okay, well, I guess like this. Yeah. Okay. Here is a Valor for you. That's the only thing that matters. Get rocked. Great. Then you have like, you know what? The Doubless. No, sorry, that's the Garda, right? Oh, we also just have a second turn with him, so that wouldn't matter either. But let's see. Oh, we also have an Excel. There's so many ways we could just get this with Shinji. I'm being a goof. Hi-yada-da-ya. See, and it mattered too. And healing Koji doesn't matter. No one ever gets hurt anymore. We're so bombastically above curve that having healers seems so unnecessary, except for like the one time that it matters so much. Okay. This should be fine then. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I forgot how powerful Young was. I was like, we could just chip it with you. I should have used a slightly bigger attack. That's what I get for not counting. Okay, cool. I will be right back. Let me read the story, and I will rejoin you in a moment. I've complained about this with games before. I really hate when they do this. So everyone's all like, man, the base was so wrecked by Ashura. Like, bud, what? The whole point was that we were supposed to keep Ashura off the base. Like, any of the units getting on the base was like a fail condition. What do you mean the base got wrecked? And like, I guess maybe like the surrounding facilities or whatever. But I think that's lame. But anyway, the Hell team is commenting on Asura's death. Rockin feels like it is a waste for people to die because their accomplishments don't mean anything anymore once they are gone, which is a very fatalistic way of living. And but Hell immediately rejects that by saying that he wants everyone to go flatten the Photon Research Lab so that Asura's accomplishments are not in vain. that like we have some like very strong and very direct disagreements of philosophy between the Hell faction. But yeah, here I should have saved it for this moment. But everyone is talking about what the Far East base is looking like right now, and that they're on 24-hour watch because the Godaon is the only thing that is like it's the only line of defense right now because everyone else in Londo Bell is out taking care of the rest of the world's problems. So it's where they're a little bit short-staffed. But they're going to take it's going to be like a week or so to like repair all the damage that Ashura theoretically didn't that Ashura did in parentheses do. So everyone's like on high alert, both mentally and literally. We have I don't remember this scene from Ava. I'm assuming it probably is here. I'm just blanking out on it probably because I'm too tired. But Ray and Asuka Asuka is looking at the Ava unit too, and Ray's like, "Girl, you know it's not gonna move if you just like keep staying closed off like this. Like you gotta like be willing to open yourself up to what is happening." And like these machines have hearts too. Spoilers. Though maybe if I remember, maybe like this is the reveal where we actually learned that like in fact they literally do have hearts. But that like way that era of like nerdy media always likes to be self-referential is I think it's charming. Like I'm poking fun at it a little bit here, but I do find it pretty charming. But Ray, who is literally a doll, she is a genetically modified, like she is a cloned person. Comments on Asuka behaving like a doll, especially in the face of Gendo, that like she will just take an order from anybody and just follow those orders because they gave them to her. Like, how different is that than being a doll? That we've got like clearly very directly commenting on each other's positions in a way that like that's like what Ava is about so much. And I'm glad, even if I don't remember the conversation, like I remember that being a like large part of how we are thinking about like bodily autonomy, and I'm glad they're keeping that here. I think that we could probably undergo some conversations about bodily autonomy in a lot of other ways. Like Bullet and Kusama probably should be in on that conversation. I suspect we're going to parallel it, but like they should probably be in on that conversation too, seeing as their autonomy is definitely taken away by all the experiments by Ingram and the SRX project. I think we're probably going to be like chasing scenes because we're going to talk about the last one we just saw now. Everyone is commenting on the Ryoko and like how incredible of a machine it is. And who was it? Noriko is the one that mentions that it was dug up in China and how similar it is to the Raideen. So considering we just had Akira talking about the Raideen and wanting to try and like get data out of it, I wonder if we are going to like have the two of those sort of like take like the jumper cables out from the Koryu or the Ryoko and plug them into the Raideen or something. But like I wonder if that's going to be used to interface with the Raideen to try and get us some answers about like how it was made or like what the prophecy from inside it was. But they also comment, are these references that I'm unaware of? I don't think so. But like, they ask, wouldn't it have been cool if they dug up a battleship with magnificent wings? That's so generic. Like, I feel like that's got to be a call out from something specific that I'm just like not recognizing that being such a definitive like element about a battleship from this era. And then also a Gundam with a beard. What Gundam has a beard, or are they just being goofy? Like maybe I'm taking this too seriously. It would not be the first time. Then Murasame shows up at the base, and he wants to fill everybody in on some news that he just got. And this is a name that I just like had no knowledge of. Basically everything else I had heard of, at least in brevity, maybe not in specifics, but I've just never heard this before. The New Junichi Heavy Enterprises. It is a construction company, but they also are responsible for making the mass production Mazingers. And something seems suspicious going on there right now. That they're doing some work with the alloy that is used for the Great Mazinger also. So maybe everyone should be a little bit concerned and on their guard. But I think that's like the first name that I've been like, I know no knowledge about this. I've never seen this man before. At least every other time I've been like, I recognize the proper nouns, maybe not exactly how they work. But I guess what I would like to know is like, just is that an invention for this? And if not, what series is it from? Other than that, I'm fine letting it be explored as we like get to those moments. After that, we have Koji and Tetsuya talking about the state of the Mazinger. And Koji, like, still really being insistent, especially because he just had to, like, see it in battle and it not fare like he felt like he wasn't doing a lot with the Baron Ashura fight. So I guess like gameplay story integration that we didn't use him a lot. That he is still insistent on getting an upgrade. And the rest of the Mazinger team is like, we'll go with you. And Koji's like, no, we're already short-staffed. We can't like decrease our firepower right now. I am like the weakest link here, which is not true, but he feels like he is. So he wants to go alone. I wonder if that's going to take us to the like front doors of Dr. Hell's Island in the Majin Kaiser. I'm guessing. That feels too direct. Like we're not going to like that's not set up just for like next mission. And then Hayato tells the rest of the Getter team that the Getter reactor just sort of like, I would say misfired, but activated again while they were not in it. And it seems like it's calling out to them to try and get them back inside it. So there's that. Oh, man. Okay. I kind of hate this. That's really dumb that we just lose the Grungust and none of that money gets transferred anywhere. I was kind of hoping we were going to get to keep a couple of points in things. Golly. Okay. I think energy first. Like, this thing, like, especially the Ryoko side, is an energy monster. So let's do this. And let's put some points into defense. And... Oh, no. Oh, no, I put it into mobility. No, I was like, that's really expensive. I just... that's unfortunate. Okay. Don't worry, it'll be a dodge tank, I guess. I guess that's my fumble for this episode. Okay. And there we have... we may as well spend a little bit on their limit. Yeah, so we're at, what? 370, 410. Yeah, so Kusuha was almost capping this. Where is Brooklyn? Oh, he's just one level lower, okay. Yeah, where he's at, what, he's at 398. So he's only 2 points away. Yeah. Okay. And I don't think we got any parts there. Let's just like double check, but oh, that's not true. We did get another right, yeah, Baron Ashura did drop a better piece of armor. Who do we put that on? Armor is not what we need right now. I guess we can put it on the Sizzler. Like, that is just a strict upgrade for her. And then, like, if we have space to deploy the Raideen, that is just an improvement. Oh, never mind. You don't have anything on you. Who else has this? Oh, this is coming off of Jun. Okay. That's an easy answer. Then the Venus can have... I don't know... Sure, have this chop ham armor. I don't know, that doesn't really matter very much. Oh, actually, here, no. There's no shot we're using the Diana again. You just take an extra booster. Okay. Given the fact that our movement was so bad. No, it wasn't. We just made it in time. I think we're going to be fine. Or I don't have to be an idiot and just guess. I can just look at what our next objectives are. Our next expert points are just choosing the right dialogue option, and after choosing a dialogue option, destroy all enemies within 6 turns. Okay, so we do not need to worry about movement that much next time. Like, just destroy everything. We can probably handle that with most units. But we should be looking at that a little bit more so we don't get into a situation. Like, we missed that one point with Ingram because we didn't have enough movement put on him. So like I should look forward to what the expert points are a little bit more to make sure that we don't miss them. Okay. Right, and we got 2 out of it for that. We got 2 out of it for it. I believe 44 was the threshold that we needed. Oh no, 45 or more expert points. We need one more to make sure we get like the actual ending. But we just finished scenario 51, and that is by 66. So can we get one more in 15? I hope. You know what? I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure we can, but I think it's been a hot minute that we've been on here. Yeah, we've gained 4 in the last 8 missions. Yeah, no, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. But that will about wrap things up for me. I hope you enjoyed your time. We had a pretty story light, but it was very clearly a story setup chapter this time. Then we finally got the Okoma back, which makes me very happy. But so my prediction then next time is we have the like big story setup. Next time we should have, what did I call it? I feel like we are introducing a new. Actually, no, yeah, we're probably introducing a new unit now, which works really well because we have the Majin Kaiser. Then the map after that is going to be more gimmicky, and then the map after that should be like mechanically complex. Is I think usually the prediction. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, let's talk about the rest of my schedule. If you're watching this the day it comes out, tomorrow will be another OGs stream, as will Friday. Thursdays is going to be a little bit more low-key. We did not quite get to finish up with the map that we were playing last time. It just was running really long, so we're going to wrap that up. Then I think we're going to have a pretty long preps menu. I think there's a couple of things that I wanted to change. I don't remember why now. I unfortunately did not take notes well. Hopefully y'all do. But I'm pretty sure we have a pretty lengthy preps ahead of us, and then one more map after that. Other than that... Oh, yeah, okay. Other than that, we have book club coming up. We are watching episodes 9 through 12 of Iron-Blooded Orphans for this upcoming week. This week, we are still on episodes 5 through 8. Yeah, sorry, guys, it's coming out on Wednesday. I'm being a little too ahead of myself. This week is episodes 5 through 8. My notes are already posted in the Discord, and people have definitely been responding to them now, which I'm really glad to see. We're having some good back and forth, some good conversations. I have yet to respond to any of those notes at the time, but don't you worry, they'll get some responses. Hopefully those responses will be ready for you by the time you're watching this video. But yeah, if you've not been engaging with any of the anime book club, now's definitely time to get in on. We're having lots of heated conversations. But yeah, so be prepared for that. We're just doing Iron-Blooded Orphans in chunks of 4, so hop on in whenever you'd like. And then this upcoming Monday, which I guess I also need to start making stuff for, we are going to be playing Shin Megami Tensei 5. Yeah, we're going to be playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 first, and then Vengeance later. I know it's an oddity for this channel, but I like JRPGs for basically the same reason I like tactics games. It's not out of the realm of possibility for how these work. And like, it's not a bad idea, I think, to have like a light amount of break. I don't have to be quite so intense all of the time. But I said this a couple of times before, and I will probably say it on the first couple of streams too. The thing that got me into making all of the data for this, was playing Shin Megami Tensei. Like I have sheets in the same way I do for Super Robot Wars for the first 2 Kyoryaku Megami Tensei games. So like, it probably should have been on the channel at some point because it's definitely a legacy. It's definitely part of the legacy of how this channel got made. But if you'd like to see something a little bit different, you stick around for that on Monday. That should be very exciting. I'm very much looking forward to it. But I have post-ambled long enough. I'll let you all go. Thank you all again so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. And if I don't see you in the next live chat, hopefully I will see you in the Discord. And if not that, I will see you in the stars. Good night, everybody.